So Optin Designer is a drag and drop app for the creation of opt-in forms, overlay pop-ups and exit pop-ups. Unlike some of the recent apps which are constrained by having to work on all kinds of different devices on a large screen size, Optin Designer actually uses exact pixel perfect drag and drop engine for creating the opt-in form. It's almost like drawing the page. It's as close as someone ever is going to get to drawing their layout. So that's a very big selling point. I mean, lots of other popular tools, for very good reasons, don't have that function. I understand why that is, because they need to be within a framework to be responsive, etc. But a lot of end users don't get that. They just expect drag and drop, and they're like, why can't I drag it here or drag it there? Optin Designer doesn't have that same problem, because an opt-in form is typically well below the size that is going to be required on a small mobile device, for example. Now there is a responsive element to Optin Designer in that it scales down, but there's no need for it to be in a tight framework to wrap into different rows and stuff, because the way it's built, that isn't going to crop up. So it's a big selling point. The other selling point is you've seen all these cool tools like InstaBuilder 2, ClickFunnels, Lead Pages, Optimize Press, all those sort of things. They're all for building marketing pages, and they all do that brilliantly. They're all great. I recommended a lot of them, and I use them all myself. Optin Designer concentrates solely on the opt-in form, and on a lot of people's sites, the opt-in form is the conversion. It is, once someone opts in, that's what they want. That's what they're doing. They're trying to build a list. So with the code on this app, you can embed the opt-in form in your any website, WordPress or otherwise. You can add it as a two-step opt-in based on a button, which I'll demo in a moment. You can make an exit pop-up, and you can mix it and make it an overlay that appears after a certain amount of time. So I've talked enough. I'm going to click in here now and show you some of the cool templates. So this is your dashboard, straightforward. You can edit it. You can get your code here for embedding it, two-step opt-in embed, auto open code, which is like the overlay, and the exit pop-up. You can check your stats and how many people have viewed the form, etc., and how many have submitted to opt-in, and you can delete it. I'm going to click create new here. It's going to pop up the name. Just click create new. Right, so this is just the vanilla editor that appears. Obviously this is pretty basic, but don't worry about this. This is if someone wants to create one from scratch. So I'll just show you that first. You can drop in text. They simply just drop it in like so, and the editor pops up. They can drop in an image, they can drop in a video, image library of loads of stuff. We have here backgrounds, all kinds of marketing images. That's all included. So they've got everything here they need to build their opt-in form, and then we can just a color box basically means you can draw CSS boxes, and that's very straightforward as well. So all the options then for creating the functionality of this are over here. So the form options, you can have vertical, horizontal, icons, on, off, etc., etc. It's all fairly straightforward. Then we have the button builder. This builds your opt-in button. That can be, you can add borders, you can add roundness, all sorts of stuff. This is the pop-up colors if it's going to be an overlay pop-up, and also for an exit pop-up. Then you have your autoresponder integration. So that's all good. That's all if you're going to build one from scratch, which I'm not going to do in this video. I want to show you the templates. In my opinion, it's the templates that are going to sell this. People really, their eyes light up when they see all these really slick ready-made templates, and it's always a great selling point. It's always something you should emphasize on your promotions. So we've got 30 built into the front end, and you see them all here. They're all extremely slick, fully editable, fully customizable, massive options. So I'm not going to go into every one of these, but as you can see, we've got all kinds of different styles here. We have we've got narrow ones, we've got horizontal ones, we've got ones giving away stuff, ones with videos. They really could be used for anything. So I'm just going to click one here now, show you how easy it is, how it appears. So here's the one I just selected a moment ago. If they want to change to a different one, just click it again. You click this one. So with one or two clicks, you can change the entire look. And then here's how it works here. Everything can be dragged around anywhere on this page. The arrows that can move around here. You can add new items. So if you want to edit something, you just simply right click on it. Here we've got the built-in font. We've got all these cool fonts from Google. This is where they add the text, the color, the font size, and then where you want it to, if you want to move it forward or have an image behind it, whatever, you just use this little drop down here. Just click update. There, change the font. So everything here can be moved. If you want to, you can change the whole layout. Let's say you want to make the drop down list over here instead, for whatever reason, if you want to do a split test. Fairly straightforward as well. Let's get these little buttons out first. Move them out of the way. This is the power of the I can resize them as well, which I accidentally did. This shows you the real power of the drag and drop. It really is drag it and drop it anywhere whatsoever. You can resize everything. Because this is all, it's going to be small anyway, it's going to appear really well on any type of a screen size, any mobile device. So I want to make that button a bit smaller, like so, and just drop these in. So this is just a very rough, quick demo, but you get the idea how easy it is to change everything around here. If you want to add a new graphic, you just drop this in, and so on. So just save it like so. You can preview it here to see how it would look in the browser. There it is with all those changes. Obviously, need to spend a bit of time fixing it up, but you get the idea. And I just save this now and go back, and it's on my dashboard back here. JV demo. Then to embed that, we just simply click to get the code. You get the form embed code here, which is an iframe, so it works in WordPress and everything else. Two-step opt-in code. You can either use some of our built-in buttons here, or upload your own, or have no button, just use some text instead. Then we have the optional auto open code. This will make it appear after whatever interval you set. Like so people are reading the page and it pops up, really grabs their attention, and they opt in or they can cancel it if they want. And then we have exit pop-up, which is straightforward. So that is a very, very quick overview of Optin Designer. I have one more function up here to show you, split testing. If you want to split test their forms, just click add new, test for your own use, and you pick the two ones you want to display. And this works for the two-step opt-in because it has to be triggered off a button. And the split testing stats, you can see here, obviously there's none so far. It'll give you how many hits each one has got. It'll display it 50% each time, obviously. And we've got the total sign-ups, so they're going to see which converts the best, and then they can extrapolate from that and make decisions. So that's the main overview of the functions. Now I mentioned in the on the JV page we have two sets of templates here. I'm just going to go back to the JV page to show you. You'll see below this video anyway, but we have two big sets of templates. These are all the front end templates. We've got 30, huge selection of stuff here. Now we've got 20 more, and what's not on the JV page at the moment, but it's going to be there later, we're adding literally hundreds of extra background images, marketing graphics, etc. for the image library. So when they go to the OTO page, they're going to be just overwhelmed with the value they get with all these extra templates, all the images and everything else, and it's going to be really a no-brainer to upgrade, so that you should get really good conversions on that. So that's the overview of Optin Designer. It's a great product. I think you're going to do very well with it, and you might have seen my name on a few leaderboards. I always do the utmost to support people who support me. Here is just a snapshot of ones over the last while. I really need to update this because there's loads and loads more since the last promo I did. I sold well over 300, something like 350 or something for my last affiliate promo last week, just before Christmas. So that's the kind of support I give to people who support me, and I always provide a product that really is going to be worthwhile for your customers and have low refund rates. So hope to see your name on the leaderboard, and thanks for watching the JV video. If you have any questions, you can hit me up on Skype. The details are below, or you can drop me an email. Thanks.